What is the best way to prevent all skids? A. Recover enough traction to all tires. B. Increase speed during turns to maintain momentum. C. Ensure all tires are properly inflated before driving. D. Drink enough coffee to stay alert. The correct answer is A. Recover enough traction to all tires. To avoid skidding while driving, make sure all tires grip the road well. You're on a busy 4-lane road without a divider and encounter a sudden obstacle without enough room to stop. What should you do? A. Speed up and pass the hazard. B. Steer to right side of the road. C. Drive onto the sidewalk. The correct answer is B. Steer to right side of the road. When driving on a busy 4-lane road without a divider and something dangerous pops up ahead, but you can't stop in time, the best thing to do is to safely steer your vehicle to the right side of the road to avoid the hazard. Extra care is needed to keep your vehicle centered in your lane because commercial vehicle A. Are often wider than usual vehicle. B. Require a lot of room to change lanes. C. Tend to sway from time to time. The correct answer is A. Are often wider than usual vehicle. Commercial vehicles tend to be wider than regular vehicles. This requires drivers to be more cautious and attentive to ensure that their vehicle stays within the lanes. How should you manage your speed when exiting a highway via an off-ramp that curves downhill with a heavy vehicle? A. Slow down to 15 miles per hour below the posted speed limit. B. Slow down to a safe speed before the turn. C. Apply the brakes firmly while in the curve. The correct answer is B. Slow down to a safe speed before the turn. When leaving a highway in a big vehicle by going down a curvy off-ramp, slow down to a safe speed before you start turning. According to the driver's manual, which action is not advised when passing another vehicle? A. Assume that another driver does not see you. B. At night, turn on your high beams before you start to pass C. And leave them on until you have completely passed the vehicle. D. Lightly tap your horn. The correct answer is C. And leave them on until you have completely passed the vehicle. You should not turn on your high beams when passing another vehicle at night because it can blind the other driver, making it dangerous for everyone involved. What should you assume about the actions of a vehicle, pedestrian, or bicycle when you are passing them? A. They will increase their speed. B. They may be moving to your traffic lane. C. They are aware of traffic signals. The correct answer is B. They may be moving to your traffic lane. When passing cars, people walking, or bikes, think they might come into your lane. Escape ramps. A. Require special permits to use. B. Can only be found on steep grades longer than 1 mile. C. Should be used by any driver who loses braking power. The correct answer is C. Should be used by any driver who loses braking power. Explanation: escape ramps are safety areas on steep roads where drivers can go if their brakes stop working. Any driver with brake problems should use them to stop safely. They don't need special permits and are found on long, steep roads. In preparation for winter conditions, which vehicle system requires extra attention during inspection? A. Steering. B. Transmission. C. Exhaust. The correct answer is C. Exhaust. Before winter, it's important to check the exhaust system of your vehicle. Cold weather can make small issues in the exhaust system worse, so it's good to make sure everything is working properly to avoid problems when it's really cold outside. Which may be a sign of tire failure? A. Wheels skidding. B. Vibration. C. A loud hissing noise. The correct answer is B. Vibration. When a tire begins to fail, it can cause the wheel to become unbalanced. This imbalance can cause the driver to feel vibrations, especially when driving at high speeds. What substances could be found in a Class A, B, C fire extinguisher for putting out these types of fires? A. Dry chemical agent. B. Liquid nitrogen. C. Baking soda. D. All of the above. The correct answer is A. Dry chemical agent. A Class A, B, C fire extinguisher typically contains a dry chemical agent, such as monoammonium phosphate, which is effective for putting out Class A, ordinary combustibles, Class B, flammable liquids, and Class C, electrical, fires. When you park your vehicle, you should search for a parking space ____. A. That is close to a water source. B. That has a charging station for electric vehicles. C. That you can pull straight through. D. That is inside a gated facility. The correct answer is C. That you can pull straight through. Choose a parking spot where you can drive straight through to the other side. This way, you don't have to back up when you leave. What are the warning signs of human trafficking that truck drivers might notice during stops? A. A person who has no information on his or her location or community. B. A person who does not control his or her own travel documents, such as a passport or driver's license. C. A person who seems strange, anxious, frightened, nervous, or submissive. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above asterisk. What is the appropriate action if the drive wheels begin to spin when you start moving from a stationary position? A. Turn off the engine. B. Increase the engine's speed. C. Take your foot off the accelerator. The correct answer is C. Take your foot off the accelerator. If your drive wheels start to spin, it's best to take your foot off the accelerator to regain control. Which of these actions are not recommended for a left turn? A. Start at the inside lane and swing right as your turn. B. If there are two lanes for the left turn, you should use the right-hand lane. C. Start your turn in the center of the intersection. The correct answer is A. Start at the inside lane and swing right as your turn. When making a left turn, you are usually expected to start in the outside lane and continue in a smooth arc to the left. Avoid making sharp or sudden right turns starting from the inside lane, as this can lead to unpredictable maneuvers, creating potential hazards and confusion for other drivers on the road. What actions are advised when you're nearing a bridge while driving on a road with 2 lanes? A. Turn off your headlights. B. Check the weight limit of the bridge. C. Increase your speed to cross quickly. The correct answer is B. Check the weight limit of the bridge. Before you go over a bridge on a small road, always look for how much weight it can handle to make sure your vehicle isn't too heavy for it. If you need to leave the road in a traffic emergency, you should A. Try to get all wheels off the pavement. B. Avoid the shoulder because most shoulders will not support a large vehicle. C. Brake as hard as you leave the road. D. Avoid braking until your speed has dropped to about 20 miles per hour. The correct answer is D. Avoid braking until your speed has dropped to about 20 miles per hour. By avoiding immediate braking and allowing the speed to naturally drop to around 20 miles per hour, the driver has better control of the vehicle and reduces the risk of accidents or collisions. This approach also gives the driver more time to assess the situation and make a safe decision to leave the road if necessary. When driving at night, which lights should you use most often? A. Turn signals. B. High beams. C. Fog lights. D. Cabin lights. The correct answer is B. High beams. High beams should be used most often when driving at night on roads without much traffic, as they provide better visibility over a greater distance. However, you must switch to low beams when there is oncoming traffic or when you are following another vehicle to avoid blinding other drivers. When driving at night with high beams, what is the maximum distance you can see? A. 600 feet. B. 500 feet. C. 350 feet. D. 1,000 feet. The correct answer is B. 500 feet. Explanation: when driving at night using bright lights, you can see as far as 500 feet ahead. This helps you spot things from a distance, keeping you safe on the road. What precautions should you take when operating a vehicle more than 13 feet in height? A. Stop and pull to the side to verify the vertical clearance if you are uncertain. B. Drive faster to reduce the chance of hitting anything. C. Ignore the height signs and continue driving. The correct answer is A. Stop and pull to the side to verify the vertical clearance if you are uncertain. When operating a vehicle more than 13 feet in height, it is crucial to ensure that the vehicle can safely clear any overhead obstacles. If you are unsure about the vertical clearance, stopping and verifying the height can prevent potential collisions and damage. During your pre-trip inspection, check your mirrors and windshields for cracks, dirt, prohibited stickers, and other obstructions. You should ____. A. Ignore them until your next break. B. Clean and adjust them if needed. C. Cover them with decorative stickers. The correct answer is B. Clean and adjust them if needed. During your pre-trip inspection, it is essential to ensure that mirrors and windshields are free of cracks, dirt, prohibited stickers, and other obstructions to maintain clear visibility and ensure safe driving. When driving at night, what other driver's condition or action should not worry you? A. Eating while driving. B. Increased speed due to lower traffic. C. Sleepiness from being tired. D. Playing loud music. The correct answer is D. Playing loud music. When driving at night, worrying about other drivers playing loud music isn't something you need to be concerned about. Focus more on things like their headlights or how they are driving. What is not essential for drivers to know when seeking a hazardous materials endorsement? A. Basic chemistry. B. Which products can be loaded together? C. When to use the placards. The correct answer is A. Basic chemistry. When to use the placards. When you start driving on a road that's snowy or icy, what should you do? A. Accelerate in a moderate and gradual manner. B. Accelerate as rapidly as you can. C. Gently tap the brake before accelerating. D. Shift into the highest gear possible before accelerating. The correct answer is A. Accelerate in a moderate and gradual manner. When starting to drive on a snowy or icy road, it's important to accelerate gradually to avoid spinning the wheels and losing traction. How should you manage your gears when descending a slope with an automatic transmission? A. Change to a low range for greater braking ability. B. Accelerate to maintain control. C. Let the vehicle coast without using brakes. D. Change from low to high range when you are halfway down the slope. The correct answer is A. Change to a low range for greater braking ability. When driving downhill with an automatic vehicle, switch to a lower gear. This helps you control the speed better by using the engine's braking power, so you don't have to rely just on the brakes. Perception distance is the distance your vehicle travels from the time. A. The brain tells the foot to push the brake pedal to time the foot responses. B. The eyes see a hazard to the time the brain knows that this is a hazard. C. Your eyes see a hazard to the time your foot push the brake pedal. The correct answer is B. The eyes see a hazard to the time the brain knows that this is a hazard. Perception distance covers the span from when your eyes detect a hazard to when your brain recognizes it as a potential danger. How should the brake pedal be applied when descending a steep grade? A. Steady, heavy pressure until the bottom. B. Release the brake when you are 5 miles per hour below your safe speed, then let your speed come back up to your safe speed and repeat again. Bring speed down 5 miles per hour below your safe speed. C. Apply brakes only once halfway down the hill. The correct answer is B. Release the brake when you are 5 miles per hour below your safe speed, then let your speed come back up to your safe speed and repeat again. Bring speed down 5 miles per hour below your safe speed. When going downhill, don't press the brake hard all the way. Instead, slow down 5 miles per hour below your safe speed, let your speed come back up, and repeat as needed. Drivers of truck and tractor trailers with cargo must check that the cargo is well secured within the first miles of the trip. A. 50. B. 25. C. 10. The correct answer is A. 50. By checking their cargo during the first 50 miles of a trip, drivers can detect possible problems or loose items that could pose a threat to their safety or the safety of other road users. This requirement is critical because loose or improperly secured cargo can lead to accidents, road hazards and damage to the cargo itself. When you're coupling a tractor semi-trailer, which of the following is not a part of inspecting the fifth wheel? A. Checking the area around the vehicle. B. Checking that the fifth wheel is in the proper position for coupling. C. Checking that the fifth wheel plate is properly greased. The correct answer is A. Checking the area around the vehicle. After inspecting the fifth wheel, the next step is to check the area around the vehicle and make sure that the trailer wheels are chocked or the spring brakes are on. What should you check for when you look at the wheel bearing seals? A. Loose lug nuts. B. Cracked wheel hub. C. Damaged axle. D. Leaks. The correct answer is D. Leaks. When you check the wheel bearing seals, you're looking for any signs that oil or grease is leaking out. If you see leaks, it means something might be wrong. You should score every time you take a break during your trip. A. Check wipers, heater, defroster, and mirrors. B. Check the radio and adjust seat settings. C. Check tires, brakes, and tie-downs. The correct answer is C. Check tires, brakes, and tie-downs. It's important to check tires, brakes, and tie-downs during breaks to ensure the safety and proper functioning of your vehicle throughout the trip. Identify the group of drivers who might operate a commercial motor vehicle, CMV, with a specialized non-CDL license. A. Firefighters. B. Taxi drivers. C. Private security personnel. D. All of the above. The correct answer is A. Firefighters. Firefighters may operate a commercial motor vehicle, CMV, with a specialized non-CDL license, often referred to as a firefighter endorsement or similar designation, depending on the state. This allows them to drive fire trucks and other emergency vehicles without needing a full commercial driver's license, CDL. Oversized loads. A. Are allowed on all roads at any time. B. Require special permits. C. Need to be painted bright pink. D. Must have special permits and follow route restrictions. The correct answer is D. Must have special permits and follow route restrictions. When you're carrying really big loads that don't fit normal size limits, you can't just drive them on any road whenever you want. You need to get special permission or permits to do so. This makes sure it's safe for everyone on the road. Escape ramps are A. For motorcycles to practice emergency braking. B. Designed to safely stop runaway vehicles without harming drivers or passengers. C. Only for trucks with brake failure. D. Reserved for trucks transporting hazardous materials only. The correct answer is B. Designed to safely stop runaway vehicles without harming drivers or passengers. Truck escape ramps help stop trucks that can't slow down on their own. They do this safely without hurting the people inside the truck. You should be aware that containerized loads under A. Must be placed on flatbed trailers only. B. Generally are used when freight is carried part-way by rail or ship. C. Do not need to be secured since they are in containers. The correct answer is B. Generally are used when freight is carried part way by rail or ship. Loads in big boxes, containers, are usually used when goods are moved by trains or ships along with trucks. What are the two signs that tell you it's time to shift to a higher gear? A. Take into account both the temperature of the engine and the time of day. B. Take into account both the color of the traffic light and engine noise. C. Take into account both the driving speed of vehicle, mph, and the RPM of engine. D. At driver's discretion. The correct answer is C. Take into account both the driving speed of vehicle, mph, and the RPM of engine. When deciding the right time to shift to a higher gear in a big truck, look at how fast you're going and check the engine's RPM, how hard it's working. What is the advisable speed for a commercial vehicle when taking freeway exits to ensure safety? A. Below the posted speed limit. B. As fast as the vehicle ahead. C. Twice the posted speed limit. The correct answer is A. Below the posted speed limit. When entering freeway exits with a big truck, it's safest to go slower than the speed sign says. This helps avoid accidents since big trucks need more time to slow down and stop. When you do the walk-around inspection, you need to make sure the brakes are okay by checking for A. Cracked drums. B. Shoes or pads with fluids on them. C. Worn or broken shoes. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. When doing a walk-around inspection, you should ensure the brakes are okay by checking for cracked drums, shoes, or pads with fluids on them, and worn or broken shoes. All these factors are critical for maintaining the braking system's effectiveness and safety. What should you do when you see a hazard on the roadway ahead of you? A. Steer around it and get back in your lane. B. Stop quickly and pull to the side of the road. C. Use your four-way flashers or brake lights to warn others. The correct answer is C. Use your four-way flashers or brake lights to warn others. The answer suggesting the use of four-way flashers or brake lights to warn others is correct for the question what should you do when you see a hazard on the roadway ahead of you. This is because when a driver encounters a hazard on the roadway, it is crucial to warn other drivers so that they can be prepared and take necessary precautions. Activating the four-way flashers or brake lights signals to other drivers that there is a potential danger ahead, urging them to slow down, maintain a safe distance, and be attentive to the hazard. By using these warning signals, it enhances overall road safety and helps prevent accidents or collisions. Which of the following statements regarding the pre-trip inspection of your wheels and rims is true? A. Wheels do not need to be inspected if they appear clean. B. Length around wheel nuts may mean that they are loose. C. Cracks in the wheel rims are safe as long as the wheel turns. The correct answer is B. Length around wheel nuts may mean that they are loose. If you notice lang around wheel nuts, it may indicate that the nuts are loose and require tightening. What's the right method to see if your parking brakes are in good working condition? A. Stop the vehicle, engage the parking brake, and pull lightly forward in low gear. B. Drive at a low speed and engage the parking brake to see if it stops the vehicle. C. Listen for a clicking sound when applying the parking brake. D. Move your vehicle to a downhill position and set the parking brake to see if it holds. The correct answer is A. Stop the vehicle, engage the parking brake, and pull lightly forward in low gear. To make sure your parking brakes are working right, do this. First, make your vehicle stop. Then, put on the parking brake. Lastly, try to gently drive forward a little bit in a low gear. If the parking brakes are good, your vehicle shouldn't move much. What should you do if you start feeling tired and drowsy while driving? A. Chew on ice cubes. B. Drink a large cup of coffee. C. Drive to a safe location to get some sleep. D. Roll down the windows for cold air. The correct answer is C. Drive to a safe location to get some sleep. If you're driving and start to feel sleepy, the best thing to do is to find a safe place where you can stop and take a nap. This way, you can rest until you feel awake and alert enough to drive safely again. Placards must be A. Displayed inside the vehicle's cabin. B. Visible only during daytime hours. C. Placed on all four sides of a vehicle. The correct answer is C. Placed on all four sides of a vehicle. Placards, which are warning signs, must be put on all four sides of a truck or any vehicle that's carrying dangerous materials. This way, people can see the warnings from every side, whether they're in front, behind, or beside the vehicle. Which of these is correct about notifying the authorities after an accident occurs? A. You should notify authorities about an accident before doing anything else. B. If you have a cellular phone or CB radio, you should notify the authorities before exiting the vehicle. C. An exact location is not necessary, just identify the road and the vehicles involved. The correct answer is B. If you have a cellular phone or CB radio, you should notify the authorities before exiting the vehicle. Providing important information about the incident, such as location, number of participants and extent of injuries, by contacting authorities before exiting the vehicle, can significantly speed up the response of emergency services. This action facilitates the prompt arrival of necessary assistance, increasing the likelihood of minimizing risks and preventing complications. Identify the incorrect statement regarding alcohol consumption. A. A drinker can control how fast his or her body absorbs alcohol. B. Alcohol goes directly from the stomach to the bloodstream. C. Back is determined by how fast you drink, how much you drink, and how much you eat. The correct answer is A. A drinker can control how fast his or her body absorbs alcohol. A drinker cannot control how quickly their body absorbs alcohol. It is a physiological process. How long does it take for one alcoholic drink to get out of your body? A. 3 hours. B. 1 hour. C. 6 hours. D. 5 hours. The correct answer is B. 1 hour. It takes about 1 hour for one alcoholic drink to get out of your system. What are potential causes of a fire in your vehicle? A. Unsecured fuel connections. B. Underinflated tires. C. Electrical short circuits. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. Which of the following statements about the regulations surrounding hours of service for drivers is true? A. You can drive for up to 16 hours straight if you've had enough coffee. B. You should balance your hour of service with enough sleep to keep you alert. C. You can skip your break if you're feeling really awake and alert. The correct answer is B. You should balance your hour of service with enough sleep to keep you alert. You need to make sure you get enough sleep to stay sharp and focused. This means planning your driving hours so you can rest properly. What is the best response when drivers follow too closely behind your large vehicle during poor weather conditions? A. Increase your following distance. B. Switch lanes to let the tailgater pass. C. Turn on your hazard lights to encourage them to keep distance. The correct answer is A. Increase your following distance. If someone is driving too close to you in bad weather, it's smart to create more space between you and the car in front. This way, you have more time to react if something goes wrong. If it's safe, you can also move over to let the tailgater pass you. Turning on your hazard lights can also help by making them want to stay further back. What are the warning signs of human trafficking that truck drivers might notice during stops? A. A person who has no information on his or her location or community. B. A person who does not control his or her own travel documents, such as a passport or driver's license. C. A person who seems strange, anxious, frightened, nervous, or submissive. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above.